Hi everyone, we are Talk for Logic. Today we will talk about some React interview question. It's a level 2. The level 1 interview questions I have already explained in my previous video. If you would like to watch that video, please click on I button which has been displayed on the top of this video. Before starting our today agenda, I would like to request you please subscribe this channel for getting more and latest updated video and click on the like button if you like that video. If you have any comment and suggestion, please put your comment and suggestion in a comment box. Let's move into our first question. List some of the major advantages and limitations of React. So we will start from the advantage. The first advantage of a React, it relies on virtual DOM to know what is really changing in UI and will re-render only what has really changed, hence better performance wise. Now the second point is JSX makes component blocks code readable. It displays how components are plugged or combined with. Now the third point, React data binding stabilizes conditions for creating dynamic applications. Now the fourth point is prompt rendering using comprises methods to minimize number of DOM operations help to optimize updating process and accelerate it. Testable React Native tools are offered for testing, debugging code. Now next point is SEO friendly. React presents the first load experience by server-side rendering and connecting event handlers on the side of the users. Now, in a user side, React will manage on the below point. The first point is React render component to string is called on the server. Now, the next point is React render component is called on the client side, and the last React preserve markup rendered on the server side, attach event handlers. Now we will talk about the limitation. The first limitation is the learning curve. Being not full-featured framework, it is require in-depth knowledge for integration, user interface, free library into MVC framework. Now the next limitation is view-orientedness. Is one of the con of React.js. It should be found model and controller to resolve view problem. Now the last limitation is not using isomorphic approach to exploit application lead to search engine indexing problems. Now moving to the next question. Interviewer can ask you what is JSX and how JSX can help application in React.js. So JSX allows us to write HTML element in JavaScript and place them in the DOM without any create element function or append child methods. JSX converts HTML tag into React element. React uses JSX for templating instead of regular JavaScript. Now it is not necessary to use it. However, following are some pros that come with it. The first, it is faster because it performs optimization while compiling code to JavaScript. It is also type safe and most of the errors can be caught during compilation. It makes it easier and faster to write templates. Now move into the next question. What are the difference between class component and the function component? So today in the updated version of a React, we generally use the function component. So we will start the answer from the function component. The first point, why we use the function component. The function component are basic JavaScript functions. These are typically arrow functions but can also be created with the regular functions keyword. Sometimes referred to as stateless component as they simply accept data and display them in some form. That is, they are mainly responsible for re-rendering UI. In a React lifecycle method, for example, component did mount cannot be used in a function component. There is no render method used in a function component. These are mainly responsible for UI and are typically presentational only. Functional component can accept and use props. Functional components should be favored if you do not need to make use of React state. Now we will talk about the class component. The class component make use of ES6 class and state the component class in React. The sometimes called stateful component as they tend to implement logic and state. React lifecycle method can be used inside the class component, for example, component did mount. The next point, we pass props down to class component and access them with these props. Class-based component can have refer to underlining DOM nodes. Class-based component can be should component update and props component performance optimization techniques. Now moving to the next question, when we should use React clone element versus the props.children. The React clone element work if child is a single React element for almost everything. This props.children is used. Cloning is useful in some more advanced scenarios where a parent sends in an element and the child component need to change some props on that element or add things like ref for according the actual DOM element. Now if we talk about the React children, since this props.children can have one element, multiple element or none at all, its value is respectively a single child node, an array of child node or undefined. Sometimes we want to transfer our children before rendering them. For example, to add additional props to every children, if we want to do that, we would have to take a possible type of this props children into account. For example, if there is only one child, we cannot map it. Now moving to the next question, what do you understand by refs in React? Now the refs provide a way to accessing DOM nodes or a React element created in render method. React refs are useful feature that act as a means to reference a DOM element or a class component from within a parent component. Refs also provides some flexibility for referencing elements within a child component from a parent component in the form of ref forwarding. What we use refs? Managing focus, text selection or media playback, triggering imperative animations, integrating with third-party DOM libraries. Moving to the next question, what are synthetic event in a React? So the synthetic event is a cross-browser wrapper around the browser's native event. Its API is same as browser's native event, including stop propagations method and prevent default method, except the event work identically across all the browsers. Now moving to our next question, what is React Fiber? What is the main goal of React Fiber? The Fiber is the new reconciliation engine or re-implementation of core algorithm in React v16. The goal of React Fiber is to increase its suitability for areas like animation, layout, gesture, ability to pause, abort or reuse work and assign priority to different type of updates and new concurrencies primitives. Its main goals are ability to split interruptible work in chunk, ability to prioritize, rebase and reuse work in progress, ability to yield back and forth between parent and children to support layout in React, ability to return multiple elements from render, better support for error boundaries. Now moving to the next question. What is the lifecycle method order in mounting? The lifecycle method are called in the following order when an instance of a component is being created and inserted into the DOM. The first constructor will fire, then static get derived state from props, then render will be fire, then component did mount. Now moving to the next question. What are portals in React? Portal is a recommended way to render children into a DOM node that exists outside the DOM hierarchy of the parent component. In the below example, we can create a React portal with a child and container. The first argument is any renderable React child such as an element, a string or fragment. The second argument is a DOM element. Now move into the next question. How to use inner HTML in React? The dangerously set inner HTML attribute is React replacement of using inner HTML in the browser DOM. Just like inner HTML, it is risky to use this attribute considering cross-site scripting XSS attacks. You just need to pass a __ HTML object as a key and HTML text as a value. In this example, my component uses dangerously set inner HTML attribute for setting HTML markup. In a below example, my component having a one HTML content which is div, and with the help of dangerously set inner HTML, we are sending the inner HTML values. So today we will see our top 10 regularly asked React interview question, and it's a level 2. So I would like to thank you for watching this video, and just a humble request, please like and subscribe my channel for getting latest and updated video. Best of luck for the upcoming interview. Thank you for watching this video.